Hello YouTubers, this is Joe Bravo, Mo Bravo Knife Reviews, and today I have a couple of small guys for you. This just in, I have a Maverick Concept Asuka, and this is an actual 2.8-inch blade on this guy, and the show side and lock side scales are made of zirconium, and the clip and the backspacer are made of dark Damascus. Just like the Asuka that's on the board, it's a front flipper and a studded deployment knife. Really snappy. Nick's been doing really well with his detents. Really satisfying. Really enjoying this. Really makes a nice sound too on deployment. Not sure if the camera can pick that up. Let's see one more time. There it is. There you go. Very cool. And the other knife I have is a JRP, Jarrett Price Micro Shrike. And another small piece, a little bit outside of my realm. This also has dark Damascus accents on it, clip and backspacer. This is running on washers, so it has that really smooth CRK-like feel. Nice in hand. Now, both of these knives are very similar in size. I'm going to move the Boker out of the way so that we can get a look. I believe they are just over 6 inches or so. Yeah, it looks like it. You know what I'm going to do too? I'm going to take the CMF out of the way, and I'm going to put my small 21 in, just so you can kind of get an idea of the size. And, I'm going to talk about something today. It's less about the size of the blade that matters. It's about the size of the scale, and it's also about the thickness. This JRP, when I first got it in, I thought it was going to be terrible because it was going to be so small. And the way the handle is contoured and the way that the jimping is applied really allows you to have a good full purchase with your 4 fingers and still be able to get your thumb on the top of the blade to allow you to have a lot of leverage in doing your cutting. And I feel like this Asuka, I also had those reservations because I did have a 3-inch Asuka with a hole and also inset lock. And I think what happened is when you flicked it from down here, I had so much of this knife in my hand that it didn't feel comfortable. I felt like I was going to drop it. And with this, even though it's a 2.8, I can really load up on the front flick, and I could really load up on the reverse spider flick and not feel cramped, not feel like I'm going to drop it. And really, really nice package here from Nick. If you haven't had a chance to check out his work, please just scroll through my videos. Nick and I were laughing the other day. I think I've had 13 of his knives so far, and I don't feel like I'm going to stop. Really, really enjoying this one. I also feel like I should do this to give you an understanding of the size difference between the 3-inch and the 3.3-inch. And what you should also note, too, the 2.8-inch, is a little under 6.5. So let's call it 6 3/8. And you got to see how thin this is without being small. Can you tell the difference there? The scales on the original 3.3-inch. So before Nick went to heavy CNC in the manufacturing of his knife scales, he was doing it all by hand. And, you could see the original ones were a lot thicker and has a lot more heft to it. I'm going to go get the scale real quick and see the Asuka weighs a whopping 2.4 ounces, which I think is around the same weight as the carbon fiber Roosevelt that I had. I think it was 2.8 or 2.6 was the carbon fiber scaled Roosevelt that I had. Just for shits, the JRP Micro Shrike liner lock is 3 ounces, so definitely a nice light knife. And then let's do the small 21 just so that you have a range there. It's 2.9. So, I mean, when you think of a 2.9 ounce knife, like the small 21, being a comfortable piece, and you compare it to this 2.8 Asuka that is running at 2.4 ounces, I mean, I don't think that you're getting that less of a cutting surface with the way that the knife is positioned. I also like the Warncliffe style blade, really makes for nice ergonomics. Downward cutting, you're not going to stab anybody. It's a little less obtrusive. You can still get just about a 4-finger grip on this knife, which is nice. And again, like I said, with the way Nick put the jimping and the way the spine of the knife protrudes, really allows you to have good purchase on your cutting mechanism, which is going to make it even better for your ergonomics. Something to compare, I'm just noticing now, because I literally just got this in, is the grinds on my original Asuka was a machine grind that I really do think Nick did a great job with. On this Asuka, the 2.8, it's a full stone wash. I don't want to call it a dark stone wash, but it does have a darker tinge. I don't know, maybe more like the Cody Utzler. He has a similar type stone wash finish, a little different than what you would consider the bright wash finish on the CRK knives, but ultimately I think it's going to be a great knife, a great carry, a great user, and anybody that gets their hands on it's going to enjoy it. So thank you so much. I know I haven't been doing a lot of videos. Like everybody knows, the knife market is a little tough right now, so buying and selling and trading knives has been a little difficult, but I'm really happy I was able to get these knives and able to share them on the channel with you today. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you're carrying. Let me know what you're buying. And have a great rest of your week. Thanks. Bye.